Today we're doing a massive, and it's not super massive, but it is a lot, aluminum melt. Scrap aluminum cans, because between me and the kids, we put away a bunch of Sprite and Diet Mountain Dew. But I've also collected some scrap from our machines at work, and I also compressed a lot of the aluminum scrap from the lathe into these little pellets. And over here, I'm burning off the liquid out of these so they don't explode. And we are heating up this cast for an auger. Finally gonna make it. And then of course, we're gonna make some castings for later so that we can do some easy melts. And we got more aluminum scrap, stuff that was just found on the floor around the shop. So the problem that I think I'm gonna run into today is the crap from the top is going to be astronomical, and that's what I'm worried about. The stuff that's going to form on the top of this is going to be just absolutely terrible. I also welded me up this guy right here, and it has a nice little hook so that I can pour easily. And this finally dried. This is what I'm going to use to put the crucible on top of to keep it away from the concrete. And normally I do my pours over my failed attempt at what I wound up buying off of Amazon. And if we'll drag this out here, this is where we're going to do our pour. So that way we don't have exploding concrete and such. And I also made me a little scooper. It's probably not going to last very long. Putting each of these cans in there, you can see the plastic is starting to burn off from the inside of the cans. And that is going to create a lot of dross on the tops of these cans. But this is where the energy starts going bye-bye, because it's so wasteful, the amount of gas that we're expelling just to recover some aluminum from some cans. But the good news is these cans are slightly warm already from what I used with heating up that cast. So we'll see what we get. We'll tune back in just a few. Enjoy this 30-second clip of me melting cans at a high rate of speed. Definitely not energy efficient to melt down cans. Creates a bunch of dross. You wouldn't believe the amount of dross that I'm going to get off of this. Probably won't show it to you, but it's really bad. And there's a whole nother round of cans, and later on, I'm going to even melt down an aluminum pot. So just get ready. Here we go. That's mostly because hot dog. We're going to transfer from the furnace. Son of a biscuit, it's hot now. Okay. Now we're going to make the pour. Prepare yourself for another 30 seconds of a another melt. We're about to make another pound or two, maybe a kilogram of aluminum. More scrap, more cans, definitely lots of dross on top. You'll see the dross pile grow in just a minute. Man, I'm so pleased with the amount of stuff. Dude, we still have to melt down a Calphalon pot. That's next. All right, I think it's time. We are going to remove the rest of the dross off of there. We're going to get this ready. Put onto the crucible. We're going to do this lid. Looks like a pretty good hole there. We do this all along the hot sizes, so basically we call it good enough. Okay, now we're taking the rest of it. Oh, use it. No problem. Okay, now we pour. My glove, I think I'm okay. Oh, it's bubbly. A minute, but here is the death grounds for all of my. Oh my goodness, this is looking like it's going to work. Trying to be gentle. There's still some steam coming out of there. By golly, Miss Molly, if that isn't a freaking aluminum auger. Let's go quench it and clean it real quick. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I have been trying and trying and trying to make an auger, and that looks exactly like what I want it to. Now, my goal is to machine this down on the lathe because I can clamp it like right here and only have a little bit hanging out. So I can machine this down to size to fit into the collet that is actually going to hold it. But wow, look at that. I freaking did it. I'm ecstatic. I'm speechless. So what about this Calphalon anodized aluminum pot? I think we're gonna turn it into ingots too. All right, so we found out that the handle is made out of some other metal, but everything else from the pot that melted made about 1.2 kilograms of aluminum.
Let's cook something.
Go for it.
Stay back there, Ollie. There's a little steam coming out of there. Not much. Comes out.
Is it hot?
Boom, look at that.
Oh no!
It did do some of this.
It did make some ant
Uh-huh.
water to cool down.
Go put it in the
There's fire! Fire!
It did it. Nice.
Air came out. It's like we're burning ants up.
Oh, wow. Sure beats a magnifying glass, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you hear any ants? Yes, it does.
It's probably still hot in the middle because it's boiling. Listen to it.
Ah!